Welcome to today's 60-second photo edit using the Bold and Bright Toolkit, which is 10 steps and 60 seconds to give you eye-popping photo edits that will get you more clients, even if it's your first time using Lightroom. Click the link in the description to download the 60-second workflow guide where I reveal all the strategies you can implement today to cut your editing time down by 90%. Let's go! Alright, this is my Sony ARW RAW file right here. So this is a photo shoot that we did. It's a fun fashion shoot that we did for one of my fashion designer friends who designed this dress in the colors of Ukraine. So that's pretty cool. So let's check this out. Let's get this thing edited. Alright, so first you want to choose our base layer right here. So since I used OCF for this base layer right here, so we've got OCF, which stands for off-camera flash. We've got natural light. And we've got a black and white layer. So that's your first three options that you want to choose. So right now, since we use off-camera flash, I'm going to lock in that OCF layer. And you can see what difference that makes right there. I mean, just, the first step, you can almost deliver that image right there. All right, so let's keep on going. So next we have the preset color temperature, and these are just settings that I kind of created for you guys for different lighting conditions. And you can see all the options that they do. And check this one out. This flash one looks pretty nice right here. So we'll compare it to how it was versus the flash setting. And I kind of like that. What I also like to do is go through here and mouse over all the precision color temperature settings here, just in case there is one that I like a little bit more. You can see we're starting to get a little too warm over here, so I'm going to back it off. And I almost like, that 5500, and that's actually where we're at. So that flash setting was perfect. All right, now I'm going to go to step 3 and mouse over all the tint adjustments. You can see those are a little bit too green. That's your base. And this magenta one, I actually like a little bit more magentas here. I think that evens out the colors. All right, next we'll do the exposure adjustments. And then same thing here, just mouse right over them. All right, let's see here. I think I'm just going to keep exposure how it is. All right, next is the highlight adjustments. So it starts with suppressing the highlights and then mousing over and then making the highlights brighter. Let's see here. I want to suppress the highlights a little bit. Let's bring the highlights down so you can bring some details out in the sky. And then what I'm going to do here, now that I brought the highlights down, you can see that the whole image has gotten kind of dull. So I'm going to pair that with a bump in exposure. So you bring that life back into the image right here. Okay, so next we got shadow adjustment. So increasing the shadows or decreasing the shadows. So let's see, I want to bump these shadows up, but not too much. So let's lock that in right there. Next, we're going to go over to sharpness. There's 3 sharpness settings. My general rule is any photo with a person in it, you want to stick at sharpness level 1. Sharpness level 2 and 3 is more for architectural photos, landscapes. Things get a little wacky if you over sharpen your images with people in them. And same thing with noise reduction. So anything with people in the photo, sharpness 1, noise reduction 1, easy peasy. All right, next we'll go to the editing toolbox. Now this one's a little bit different than steps 1 through 8 because these you can select multiple ones. So you can stack all of these effects. So the first one we do is remove purple fringing. I do that on all my photos. Let's see what optimize lens does. So optimize lens removes barrel distortion and removes vignetting. Let's see. I do like the way it straightens out the image. But this next step right here, vignetting, I'm going to put that right back on. I'm just a sucker for vignetting. What can I say? It's a personal preference. Let's see. And then we've got this enhanced color, which I do on probably 99% of my images. Really just makes the colors pop. You can see the difference right here. This is it off and this is it on. Look at that. Just adds a lot of depth and richness to the image. Then we're going to have some fun here on the last step with the AI tools. So let's check out these 2 sky enhancers. Let's see, I like the more matte one, so I'm gonna go with that. So this one's more of a rich, deep blue sky enhancer, and this one's more of a matte sky enhancer. Then we've got subject enhancer next. Look at that, check that out. Look at the difference before and after. That is a money maker setting right here, subject enhancer. And what also you can do is what I love to do with the subject enhancer is I like to take this little slider and I like to dial it down. So the effect is not too pronounced. So this one we'll take it down 50%. I like that a lot. I love it. All right, now let's see what background enhancer does. Background enhancer really brings out the greens and the trees and kind of sharpens everything about the background while leaving the subject untouched. I do like that a little bit, but I'm gonna bring it down probably to like, let's say like 20%. That looks really nice. Okay, and then let me do the finishing touches here. So I'm going to kind of remove this person right here. Get her out of the background. And then remove, I think that's one of my light bags. And then remove this right here. You don't need to see that light pole. And then let's give it a little bit of a crop. So you can crop this down like that. Make sure she's nice in the middle. So I like to do a rule of thirds. So her head is in the top third right here. And then look at that. So this is your before, and that's your after. So look at that, 10 steps, 60 seconds to a final image, professional results. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to take a long time. You don't have to buy a million preset packs that make your photos look like everyone else's. True professional, high definition, color and clarity. That's what gets you paid. That's what gets you clients. If you're a beginner looking to start a side hustle, looking to bring in some extra cash, it doesn't have to take you years to learn Lightroom. You can literally open up Lightroom for your very first time, install this toolkit, follow the 10 steps, and edit like a pro today. Don't forget to get a copy of the 60-second workflow guide, where I reveal all the strategies you can implement today to cut your editing time down by 90%. Link in description for the guide and the toolkit itself below. Thank you.